My name is Andres Sangiano, and today I'll be interviewing a contemporary designer. Much like Charles and Ray Eames, they are a multifaceted designer whose artistic mediums include photography, writing, sketching, music production, performing, and so on. Not only are they an inspiring young creative, but they are also helping uplift others along their own journey. Welcome the owner and creative director of Arius Studios and Arius.com, Arius. Hi Arius.
Hi Andres.
Hello, welcome to my interview. Are you ready for these 8 questions?
Yes.
Okay. What key life experiences have formed who you are today?
I would credit my resilience despite life experiences because I'm forever evolving and forming. I don't have a final form.
Yeah, so you're continuing to grow, evolve, and that
Yes.
does inform your creative process. So the second question is, how did you become passionate and involved in design?
I think through my own creation
Yeah.
and the passion just slowly built to where I am now, where I am starting up my own business basically of just design.
So that childlike curiosity of experimenting with new things, not being afraid to try new things. And I know that you even built the website that all of your blog posts, photography is on, with more to come. I would say that that childlike curiosity that got you involved in design is very much still present. Question 3 is, what are your core values and how are they reflected in your practice?
Trust and courage. When it comes to being fearless, I wouldn't say that's necessarily how I would describe myself. I would just say I'm very courageous, and it reflects through design.
You have to trust yourself and you have to be courageous when you're creating work and putting it out to the world. All designers have to build up that personal trust and that courageousness to be open to creating ideas and then putting them out there. Question 4 is, what is your design process? This includes design thinking, visualization, and realization.
Just being open, I would say documenting through voice memos, through sketching, through words.
Documentation also leads to informing the next phase of that idea. You may do a voice memo, and that voice memo turns into a writing. That quick journal writing can turn into a poem. That poem can turn into a song or a photography scheme. Question number 5 is, how do you collaborate with other individuals to realize your impactful work?
Through collaboration, if you're working with someone, it's important to be open with each other, and a lot of it is to be courageous and to trust each other. Be communicative.
And then after you've edited, created, finalized, published, and then you see its impact. Alright, so number 6 is, where is design going?
Design is going where solutions are needed, where it collaborates with the earth, to indigenous designers.
In classes that I've taken too, we've also had this discussion, designing with indigenous people. Alright, and then number 7 is, what are the biggest challenges you face?
Once you create something, you need the support and resources to be able to market it.
What advice would you give to a young student? Others have helped, inspired, and lent their information, their knowledge to you. What would you impart onto a young student?
A lot of times people are told, pick one and that's it, focus on that. But I would say get into everything you love, because your ideas for photography can make you take a picture of yourself. And then your ideas and your love for drawing can make you draw. And your ideas for creating your own business can make you design your logo. And to your photography. And then that photography goes into your editing, which goes into so on and
everything.
So forth.
And what you just had to say too ties back to self-trust being a core value, that you can have more than one passion, and that one passion doesn't mean you're only stuck there, that it ties into everything else you do in life. That's a great way to wrap up our interview. And that ties into being a contemporary designer today. And that's what a contemporary designer has had to say. And I thank my contemporary designer, Arius, for coming.
Yes.
And that's my interview with a contemporary designer.